and welcome to Driven by Big Brand Tire and Service. We're here in Phoenix, Arizona, where we have over 20 locations in the greater Phoenix area and over 230 locations in the greater Southwest. I'm your host, Bailey, and we're joined by big leaguers Drey, Jameson, and Richie Palacios. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. I'm stoked especially because you guys are good friends, so I feel like it's a fun conversation to have with people that know each other so well. We're going to have some fun.
I hate this guy. I love him.
He actually had the idea that I just ask him a bunch of questions about you to see if he knew him. He was confident that you guys could answer each other's questions about each other.
Yeah, honestly, I think we'd be really good at that, but
another time.
Yeah, that's
another time.
This is the second episode.
That's more like a dating show, So our first segment is called Mechanics. Basically, what are the mechanics to your success, and what do you attribute most to how you got where you are today? And you can start, Drey, if you want.
I mean, for me is like, I feel like growing up and kind of like how I was brought up as a kid kind of taught me different ways, different things on just life in general. And, I mean, yeah, work ethic and, I mean, growing up with two older brothers that didn't take stuff easy on me as a kid, I feel like got me to where I'm at today in a sense. But also like just having the passion for baseball and just my work ethic at it is why I'm at where I'm at.
Yeah, it's like all about that work ethic.
Yeah.
You're not motivated every day. You got to be super disciplined to be an athlete.
Exactly. Sure. Yeah.
Nice. What about you?
I would say my family as well. Like my dad played, my uncle played. So when we were kids, like we just wanted to be like them. And they taught us the game of baseball. And they taught us to love it, like you said, about the passion. So having a passion allowed me to work hard through it because I knew that like I actually loved doing it. Like I wasn't just doing it to like check a box. I was working hard. I was doing extra work because I truly love the game. And with that, I've been able to get to where I am today.
It seems like baseball, there's something special about baseball where it becomes your whole life from like a really early age, or it's just like part of who you are or something.
Yeah,
I always notice that.
Yeah, literally just tournaments when you're like 8 years old, you're playing for like 12 hours straight. Like,
right. And so just because it's all you know.
Yeah,
basically.
It's like all you know.
And then you have that dream since you're little and you just really want to fulfill it.
Yeah.
Which actually is a cool question. Like, what was it like to fulfill that dream, to get drafted, and to just be like, I made it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, when I was in high school, it's like, you know, that's the goal. Like when I was a kid, it's funny because my mom would always say it, is like, I used to have like a candy addiction when I was a kid. I feel like every kid had a candy addiction. And I'd always be like, how am I going to pay my bills and still afford candy? And it was like, I always like reverted back to, I got to play a professional sport. Well, at that age, I didn't know which sport I wanted to play. And then as I got to high school, I played all three sports in high school. And then I could see that baseball was probably my better sport. So that's when I kind of like just really started focusing in on baseball. And then just seeing like, because I've always been like smaller and everyone's always been like, oh, you're too small. Like you're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do that. Because I'm a small kid from Greenfield, Indiana. So no one's ever really came out of there besides Kyle Gibson. And it's just always like the doubt. No one thinks, oh, this kid's going to be something. Oh, this kid's going to do this, do that. Like, it's never a thing just because it's such a small town. It's like, there's no way.
Yeah.
So the feeling of actually making it, so getting drafted was whatever. It was cool, like, but that's like one step to the big stage, right? So it's like, yeah, getting drafted's cool, but it's hard to get to the big leagues. And to accomplish getting to the big leagues is like the ultimate goal. I think every professional baseball player wants is to get to the big leagues, and then it's harder to stay. So it's like now that's the goals that we're fighting now, is to stay in the big leagues, because getting there is hard, but staying's harder.
Do you feel like it could be taken away at any moment? Like, is that always weighing on you kind of?
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, because I just had Tommy John, so it's like I haven't not played a season or competitive baseball since I was 4, and this year I haven't played in 15 months. So it's like just having that, it's like sometimes you take the game for granted. Even when you don't think you are, because it's like now when you can't compete and you can't play and you're watching from the sideline, it's like damn, I miss this. Like, this is what, this is what I live for. This is my job. This is what I work every day for. And now I'm on the sideline watching and trying to heal and get better to then get back on the field.
Yeah, and I actually had a similar injury, shoulder injury in 2019, so I missed 2 full seasons.
Oh, wow.
Missed 2019 because of my shoulder injury, and then 2020 we had no season. So, like, similar. I feel like our stories are so similar, it's crazy because, like, with that, getting back, not playing for 2 years, like, you literally, like, miss the game. You miss everything about it. So when you do play, like, you play with even more of a passion, even more of a fire than you did before because you realize at any time, like, you can get hurt and miss a year or you can not be playing anymore. So when I came back, I felt like I played with even more fire than I already did. And on top of that, like what I said, our stories are the same. Like, I grew up in a big city, like one of the biggest cities, different than him, but I was also told I was too small when I was in high school. College coaches, Division I coaches told me that I was too small to play at their division or too small to play at their program. And, like, I took that and I ran with it. I always worked hard, but that made me work even harder because I knew that people thought that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't big enough. So that put an extra fire in me. So I feel like all those things have shaped me and definitely shaped him to where we're at now.
Yeah, it keeps you going, and it's like you don't know what you got till it's gone. So now you guys are, like, so appreciative to be able to play.
Yeah.
Didn't they say that to Steph Curry, too, that he was too small?
Steph Curry, Dame Lillard, a ton of guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just got to keep pushing.
Have to.
It's just a passion. It's something if you want it, and that's just not in the sports industry either. That's just in life.
Right.
Like, for me, it's like you could, if you want to be the best semi-truck driver, go out and be the best. Like, and you have to work at it. Or if you want to flip burgers at McDonald's the rest of your life, try to be the best. It's just it's a motivation thing where it's like some people have it and some people don't. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have it, then you better figure it out.
People are also afraid to put themselves out there because even the scrutiny you guys both face of, like, you're not going to be able to do it or making fun of you. It's like, but then you make it and they're trying to hang out with you or call you. And
exactly.
Right? So it's just who cares what other people think? You just got to do it anyway.
You just got to grind. You got to grind.
Well, the next segment was going to be about pitfalls, but you guys can tell me a little bit more about, like, you can't have success without them. And your biggest challenge on the road to success was basically your injuries, probably. But have you had anything else that's been a pitfall, would you say?
I would say just injuries and people telling me I was too small, like people just doubting me.
Yeah.
I would say. Though definitely my injury was like my major pitfall, like missing 2 years.
And you said you hurt your shoulder?
Yeah.
What about your knee? Didn't you hurt your knee?
Yeah, I hurt my knee during the season this year, but that was like, I mean, I was out 2 months, but it literally felt like 2 days compared to when I missed like 2 years. So like now it puts it in perspective.
Like when you get hurt, are you just like, oh my God, you're just, you don't know how long it's going to be.
Yeah, you never do, but I mean, that's where it comes in. Like you have this support system around you. Like, you have this training staff, all your players, your family, like they help you get through that. But yeah, obviously it just sucks to sit on the sidelines. Like that's like the worst thing ever, but you get through it though.
Yeah. What about you? Yeah.
Same
thing.
I mean, it's just,
Your
I've
elbow.
never really had any like setbacks in the sense of like not being able to play. Mm-hmm. Obviously, like he said, like when people doubt you, like it's not necessarily like a setback or something that's like, definitely for us, like some people it could be, right? So some people that if they get doubted, they kind of fold. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with us and knowing him for the times that I've known him, that puts fire in us, so that builds us and makes us want to even work harder and want to accomplish that even more.
Yeah. It builds confidence maybe because you're just like, you want to prove it to them.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, it's more about proving that person wrong more than like doing it for ourselves. But at the same time, it's like, all right, it's still helping us, but we are going to prove you wrong.
Yeah. The best revenge is success.
Yeah. It's little man syndrome.
No, neither one of you guys are small. You're
We're short kings. We're short
You're
kings.
not even.
We're short kings. We are short kings. We claim it. Everyone told us we're too small, so we accept being short kings.
In our game, we are small.
Yeah. And with the guys you hang around, like football players too, they're all probably big, huge guys. Yeah.
But yeah.
I think short king is like 5'6".
No, I'm claiming short kings. We inside.
Okay.
We outside.
Okay, so this is the best part now, stacking success. where you pull a block and I ask a question, and the winner gets to give, I don't know, what you want to give, like a set of tires to your friend or for yourself. You'll each answer 3 questions, and then if you don't like the question, you can just pull another block. Okay. So go ahead, Drey. Pull a block.
Right here?
Yeah. Just don't knock it over on the first one.
Uh-oh. Shaky warrior.
Getting low.
I have to answer a question?
Yeah. So this question isn't really about success necessarily, but did you know that one reason that Big Brand Tire and Service is so successful is because they offer first-time drivers like a package to come in and learn all about cars and get a free oil change. And I know you guys care a lot about kids, so I thought that'd be like a fun thing that we could do where your kids are younger in the camps, right?
Yeah, 9 to 12.
Okay. But I don't know, we can just like start teaching them about cars or something like that. Do something fun, take them to a game. But the first question for you, Drey, is what was your first car? Did you love it or hate it?
My first car was
can't remember.
a 2000. I have so
You're
many
about
cars.
to
You have no idea how many cars I have.
Oh,
It's
God.
so bad. But my first car was a 2003 Jeep Liberty. Yeah, it was a Jeep Liberty. It was smoking out of the hood at every stoplight, stop sign, roll up to school. I mean, it's not a little smoke. It was a lot of smoke.
What is
And
that?
then it eventually got stolen. It was in Greenfield, so I left school early. Didn't tell my mom. Sorry. Went to my buddy's house. We went inside. I left my keys in the car. Walked back outside. My car's not there. I'm like, oh, I parked in the back. So I went in the back. My car's not there. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, it's found in South Dakota in a high speed chase.
What?
So then I got another car, but that was my first car. Yeah,
Were you happy that it got stolen?
100%.
And then they found it, you're like, oh.
I'm surprised they got to South Dakota. All that
I
smoke
know.
out the roof.
That's what I'm. And they like rigged they like hot wired it.
Oh, wow, crazy.
They had the keys. The keys were in it.
They
So I'm a
didn't
little
see the
confused.
keys.
Yeah.
They're just so used to doing that. They're like, that's fun. I want to.
Yeah.
They're learning.
A 2003 Jeep Liberty.
What about you, Richie? I just want to know what your first car was.
First car was, I don't even know the year. I think 2015 Infiniti Q. No, I'm bugging out. Nissan Altima. Thanks to my brother. My brother had that in Texas when he was in college, and then he got drafted. So I was begging him to buy a new car because I was in college without a car. So I like begged him to buy a new car. He bought himself a new car, and then I got his Nissan Altima.
Nice.
And I was riding around in college thinking I was lit.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
Okay, pull a block. Yeah, you are. Notice that.
Shit.
Okay, I hear you guys saying window. What does window mean?
Oh. Window means, you want to explain that?
Window. He's probably got a better version of it.
Yeah.
But like
It just means like something like great, like something cool, something nice, like it's like a hoodie. That's just, this hoodie's window. It's like a nice hoodie.
like Big Brand Tire and Services window.
Yeah,
Nice,
you guys are
nice.
amazing.
That's
Because
the new
it's-
tagline.
Yeah, so it's a term or slang that we kind of made up.
Yeah,
He
did you
made
make it up?
He
Yeah,
definitely made it up.
Yeah, made it up.
Oh,
But it's
so
like
you wanted
window,
to
right?
catch
Because
on.
you don't like looking at a wall, but you would look out of a window.
Yeah,
And
and it's
you can
it's like our
see-
friend group. Oh, it's only our friend group.
I like
that
that.
knows it.
You can
See-
see outside of the window. There's stuff outside. It's great outside.
It's amazing.
Are you trying to make window happen like in Mean Girls when she's trying to make, is it Clutch happen?
Yeah,
I feel like Clutch kind of happened.
You watch Mean Girls?
No.
No. But you're
I watched
trying to
it
make
once. I watched it once.
It's good. It's a good movie. But you're trying to make window happen, or you like keeping it to yourselves where people don't understand it.
Sometimes to ourselves.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay, pull
But
back.
it will probably eventually blow
Yeah,
up.
probably, especially
After this
now.
podcast, we will go viral.
We're just gonna call this episode window.
Mm.
Nice.
I'll take that same one right there. That's already half out.
Okay, if baseball wasn't your thing, what would you be doing?
So, as a kid, I either always told my mom, well, first off, I hated to be on the interstate. as a kid. I hated the interstate.
Uh-huh.
But my dream job, if I wasn't a professional athlete, would have been a truck driver.
Not
makes
usually
no
something
sense.
you hear.
It makes no sense.
No.
But so my mom would always be like, well, if you're a truck driver, you got to drive on the interstate.
Right.
And I was like, well, I'll just take the back roads.
Is it because you liked the big trucks? Is that why?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. I put all my eggs in one basket.
But if, like, what could you see yourself doing as an adult? Could you really see yourself being a truck driver?
No, not anymore.
I mean, you'd be a race car driver, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I can see that.
You'd be a,
I would
Formula
probably try to do
1
some,
driver. You would be a Formula 1 driver. Yes.
Yes.
I'm answering for him.
I mean, that would be a dream job, but not a realistic one.
But that's what people said about baseball.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't take that serious at that age because at
Right.
that point I would already be like.
I've heard you just need like $1 million and you buy yourself in
Facts.
to be an NASCAR driver. Like you
It
just
will
need
be
to,
all right. I don't know.
you like buy the
Hopefully.
car or something, and then obviously you have to be good too. But
Yeah.
it just costs money to do it. Okay, pull a block. Unless you want to tell us what your dream job would be if you were playing baseball. Yeah.
Spud Webb, man.
Yeah, what would you be doing if it wasn't baseball?
I love basketball. I grew up in New York City, so like basketball is the number one thing. Everybody hoops in all the parks. I played basketball all the way through high school, so I would like to say I would be playing basketball somewhere, or at least in college.
How tall is Steph Curry?
A lot taller than me.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
He just looks
He looks
small out
tiny
there.
on TV.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is
yeah.
Steph Curry like?
He's 6'4", bro. He's 6'3", 6'4".
That is
Oh,
not
like it.
small.
Not at all.
He's not small at all.
No, crazy. Isn't there one position where you can be shorter?
Point guard, yeah. If you're a point guard.
And how short is short?
Maybe 6'2".
Steph Curry size.
Oh, okay. So 6 foot is not happening.
Yeah, you just have to be that much better than everybody else.
Yeah.
But like I would have been okay playing basketball in college and calling it quits. That would have been pretty cool.
Basketball is so fun to watch.
It's-
No offense to baseball, but basketball is really like
It is.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
really fun to
dope.
watch. Okay, but that wasn't your question. Your question is, what is the cringiest or most embarrassing thing that's happened to you during a game?
Damn, that's a tough question. I don't think I've ever had a question like that. That's a
Oh,
good one.
that's okay. I thought you were gonna say you
Em-
don't have anything
No,
embarrassing.
no,
that's
no.
it.
I wouldn't say that. Embarrassing, cringy.
When I
Like-
strike him out.
Yeah, I think that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you don't want to say.
I would say like it would be like making like a couple errors in one inning. Like I've made a couple errors in one inning, and like it's so weird because errors are like the most embarrassing thing ever. Like if you strike out 5 times, like no one cares, but like when you make an error on the field, like it's low-key embarrassing.
Totally. Yeah.
So making 2 errors in the same inning, I would say I felt like the world was gonna crumble. Like it really wasn't that serious, but I definitely would say that was, yeah.
I've been watching baseball and seen like, I don't even know how to describe it, but the outfielder's like this, the ball's like coming to him on the ground.
And it
Still
goes-
somehow he misses the ball.
it goes right by him.
That's so bad. It can happen to anyone, I guess.
Literally.
Okay, Drey, you want to pull the last one? You didn't pick enough to make it fall. Jenga.
Boo.
Oh, he didn't want that. He wanted the
Winner,
tie.
winner, chicken dinner.
Okay, what's your favorite thing to do after a big win?
After a big win,
Or maybe you're not allowed to say it on camera.
I like to go get a nice dinner
Yeah.
and then play some video games and call it a night.
What kind of video games do you like to play?
Call of Duty or Fortnite.
Nice. You play with your fans, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Richie? What do you like to do after? Go to Disneyland?
After going to Disney. After a win, no, just eat at the field and chill with the boys and talk trash. That's pretty much it. Or go home, call my dad, call my mom.
Nice.
If I had a good game.
Yeah. You didn't tell us about your clothing brand.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out Build Different, my clothing brand. My brother and I started it, and Chris P and Justin Lopez, our childhood friends. We started it back in 2018 after I went pro. We just been selling merch. We're really doing it for the movement. We're building a movement and then selling merch to everybody, honestly. And then we run baseball camps, free baseball camps in New York City. I actually got my guy flown out from Indiana for that. And then we did a baseball camp for kids 9 to 12 about 50 to 60 kids. Just had a hell of a day. We brought in a couple other major leaguers, Kill Badu, Drey, Justin Henry Malloy, a bunch of guys, and we just ran a good camp, had fun with the kids, taught them things that we like, answered their questions, gave them advice. So it was just a fun day. We're going to do it every single year. Dre's going to be there every year, and a couple of my other friends are going to be. So we do that every December for Ron, and we love it, and the kids love it, and that's what we're here for, to build the next generation.
How do you sign up, and what's it called?
It's just called Built Different Athletes Baseball Camp. We'll pretty much build the sign up probably next November, just because we want to do it all in one. And we're going to have a huge event. This year we capped it at 60. Next year we're not going to cap it. We're going to have about 200 kids.
Nice. 200
sign-ups, free baseball camp. Just enjoy our time. So many funny questions from those kids. It was hilarious. I felt like, I was doing what I wanted to do when I was a kid. Talk to major leaguers, ask them questions. Who's the hardest pitcher you face? Someone asked me who's the worst pitcher I faced. I didn't answer that one. But it was a fun time, and we're going to do that every year. And I'm glad we were able to accomplish that.
That's awesome. And it's like, that's the kind of stuff that really makes you feel good. That's actually fulfilling. Did you notice that when you're doing that kind of stuff? Yeah,
it's like selling merch and making clothes are cool, but like I'm not making any impact.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I remembered every single major league baseball player that I met. And I remember getting to talk to them and ask them questions. Like, I never forgot those moments, like, till this day. So, when I got to the big leagues, I knew that that's the first thing I want to do is give back, because, I wouldn't be where I am without those guys, helping me and being there for me. So, I'm trying to, change the next generation within that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Another question I wanted to ask. So you guys are going to face off this year. Is that right? For the first time?
Yes.
What is that going to be like, you think, Drey?
I mean, it's definitely going to be fun.
Who do you think is going to win?
I mean, we're always going to bet on ourselves,
yeah,
right? So we're gonna bet on ourselves.
Yeah.
And if that game, he's going to get the hardest velo that I have in the tank that day, for sure.
Probably all year.
So, yeah, I mean, like we talk about it, mess around, but like at the end of the day, like if I were to give a home run up to anyone in the league right now, I would want it to be him, right? And vice versa. Yeah, just because it's like, yeah, I'm going to hear about it. He's going to, talk, which I expect that.
Yeah, because if you came to you, talk.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, like, he could get paid off. That's just helping him through arbitration and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Like, I'm not like, hey, here's some cookies. Hit a homer.
No cookies.
I will not do that. But if anyone gets me and it's him, and so be it. But that will not happen.
That would be such a beautiful
moment.
That will not
happen. I will not let that happen.
I know you will. But I will make that happen. No, I think it'll feel like Little League again. Like, because we're just going to be like, it's not going to feel like the big leagues. Like, It's going to feel like we're facing each other. Like, we're 12 years old. We're going to be talking trash probably, like, while I'm walking up to the plate. Like, it's going to feel like Little League, and that's like, prime. It just doesn't feel like the big leagues. You feel like you're playing in the backfields in the Little League against. Except nobody in the Little Leagues is throwing 100 miles per hour. So that part's not going to be like Little League, but it'll be a good time.
That's so cool. And do you know where it's going to be at?
We play here in Arizona.
Nice. Yeah.
So all our friends are going to come out. They already said it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have the kids come out, because we're trying. Well, we already do sponsor a bunch of Little League teams in Arizona. I think I said there's like 20 locations in Phoenix, but we were thinking of getting tickets for every single kid, like hundreds of kids to come to a game and then get to meet you guys.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. You can do that. We can bring maybe a winner we can bring them down to the field. Maybe not all 100, but whoever wins a little competition or something, bring them down to the field, let them meet all the players.
Nice.
That'll be a dope thing. We'll make that happen.
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much. It was so nice to have you.
Thanks, Bailey. Appreciate it.
Yeah.